It is my pleasure to introduce Charles Reyes, National Director from Special Olympics Tanzania. Charles will be sharing SO Tanzania best practice on the use of the Fit 5 cards. We are aware many of you use the Fit 5 cards and had different approaches in the distribution of cards, and we are thankful for each one of you that supported this initiative to help keep your athletes active during the times of lockdowns and restrictions. Charles Reyes, please proceed and share your best practice.
Ladies and gentlemen, good morning, good afternoon. My name is Charles Reyes from Special Olympics Tanzania. Tanzania is found in East Africa. It is a home to Mount Kilimanjaro, the highest peak in Africa, a home to Spice Island of Zanzibar, and the famous Serengeti National Park and the Ngorongoro Crater. It is my pleasure to have this opportunity to share with you the ABCs of how Tanzania implemented the use of Fit 5 cards and fitness and well-being. Next slide. To support our athletes, coaches, families, and volunteers to stay fit and healthy during the COVID-19 pandemic, SOT received a sum of $2,000 from SOI. The money were used to print, laminate, and distribute a total of 2,500 Fit 5 cards after having been translated to Swahili language so as to adapt to Tanzanian environment. 2 cards were laminated together to make 1 card. So 132 bundles were produced, each bundle with 19 cards. The picture shows a part of printed and laminated Fit 5 cards ready to be distributed to our stakeholders, and some translated cards, one explaining how to do physical exercises. Please, other slide. And the other explaining several 6 steps to wash the hands using soap and running water. It was translated in Swahili language. Special Olympics Tanzania aligned Fit 5 cards activities with the Savros Lacos Foundation SN project, together with younger athletes activities. With SNF, we trained 25 school teachers, 50 coaches, 6 families from Parents Association who were then trained to teach other families. We also trained 4 staff, SOT staff, and SOT board, 8 SOT board members. 5 leaders from local fitness clubs were also trained to train members from other fitness clubs. For the SNF and young athletes activities, also trained unified partners and volunteers. Tanzania had an advantage that when many countries were struggling with COVID-19 pandemic, we did not experience the lockdowns. Activities, including sports, continued as usual. The slides show the pictures of participants from 1 local fitness clubs together with athletes. Also shows training for school teachers, coaches, and families. We were able to distribute the cards to 30 sub-programs. Each sub-program received 70 bundles. The Arusha and Dar es Salaam and Mwanza received 17 bundles each. These are big cities with many athletes. Families from the Tanzania Association for Mentally Handicapped and the Young Athletes program were also used to distribute the cards to the athletes. The distribution of cards was also supported by school administrations, local leaders, and the local fitness clubs. In the picture, recent picture, is our athlete messenger. The body also is a leader, athlete leader in the body of SOT, distributing the Fit 5 cards to one of the schools doing SN project. Also, in the picture are athletes, young athletes, and the families after receiving the Fit 5 cards. Through the SNF monthly reports, weekly school sports days, weekly fitness programs by local fitness clubs, community fitness programs by parents associations, coaches, and the families, we have been able to monitor and evaluate the use of Fit 5 cards. We have observed that in some locations like Dar es Salaam, Fit 5 cards are also being used by local fitness clubs, sports training, and teachers in the schools to teach physical exercises. The athletes, partners, and the families are being taught the use of cards in exercising 5 days per week for fitness, eating 5 fruits and vegetables available in their environment per day for nutrition, drinking 5 bottles of water, each with 5 milliliters per day for hydration. They are also educated about COVID-19, the symptoms, how it is spread, and how to protect themselves from contracting. They were also educated that Fit 5 cards exercises helps flexibility, endurance, strength, and balance. We have testimonials from some parents that through exercises using Fit 5 cards, their children at home are now able to do stair climbing, walking, and rope skipping at least for 30 minutes daily. We are facing some challenges in reaching athletes living in remote areas. Some parts of remote areas are not reachable. I mean, there's no reliable means of transport. And sometimes coaches and teachers have to use their pockets to take athletes to the centers. They have also to buy water and other stuff to attract athletes to attend the exercises. But apart from the challenges, we are able to engage 2,500 athletes, partners, and families in using Fit 5 cards. Thank you all for listening. Asanteni sana.
We know that many of you in the programs have so many great best practices that you have, that you're doing, that you use in your programs. But the reason sometimes we don't highlight them is in our newsletters or in other gatherings such as this one, is because we don't know about them. We can't publicize what we don't know, because sometimes you don't realize and you keep them to yourselves and only share them within the program. So we would like to make an appeal. Please share these great stories to Romy, our communications director, and we will surely make them public for others to implement. We must create a library of best practices from which you will select, for use whenever you would like to, when the need arises. So let us develop what we're going to call an Africa Region Best Practice Resource Center that, like Charles raised, that video, and that we will record his presentation, and Raja, and so on and so forth. And many of you Angela shared the best practice of how to use, how they raise money in South Africa, and so on and so forth. If you can put those on record and send your best practices, because you are the ones that work hand in hand with athletes. Every day you face challenges and you find ways to mitigate and go around and navigate around these challenges. We would like you to share them with us so that we can make them public and others can benefit from it.